it well. But I really believe that conversations and presentations like today, if we can get them into forums where the policymakers and the departmental secretaries are sitting and open up these conversations so they can see those they're brilliant presentations, and congratulations to you all, but to actually see, oh, that is a solar system, and and all of the information that's so critical, and it gets drowned out. These are people who have nanoseconds to consider this information, so it's just critical that we open up and stop pretending that we're us and them, we're we. That's the big one. So constructive showcases and constructive dialogue, creative conversations, and we're very keen to partner as well, and in shaping policy to have conversation with these sort of organisations.
I could probably stand here all day, but I'll keep it short. A couple of people have already spoken about my first one, which is democracy. And one of the previous guys talked about voting Greens, which is great. But the other thing is that the voting system in this country favours the major parties. So we need to look at our system of democracy as well as which party's in power. So I'll put that one up there. Next one is related to that, and there's lots of people doing lots of great stuff. We've seen some of it here today. There's lots of environmental groups. These groups need to be coordinated with each other and need to work together with each other. And that needs to be done right now. Forget about that one. Everyone else has talked about that one. And this is a controversial one. This is reducing the population. We have 6.5 billion people on the planet. If everyone lived the way we did, we'd need 6 planets. The third world all want to live like us. We need to reduce our population. Does anyone know what the carrying capacity of Australia is? About 13 million, and we've got 21 already. So this one really is crucial, and we need to start now. So, that's enough from me.
Thank you. I'm just wondering if there's anything that we know that's going to happen in the next 10 years. I mean, when is peak oil going to happen? Is anyone thinking about, well, has it already happened? You know, like those sorts of things that they're actually markers in time. Sometimes we can't see them until after.
I am Donald from the Environmental Jobs Network, and I guess this is slightly related to that. I'd like to see us have a T10 representative in the boardrooms of the corporate companies that run Australia. So mine is a real corporate buy-in.
Okay.
Okay, well, thank you for I've never come to one of these things, so I want to thank Sarah for inviting me. So I'm a skeptic, and so are all my friends, and I just think if I could spread the word and tell people to come to things like this, it'd be really good. I really think that convincing people that climate change is a problem.
One's the practical one for SLF, and that is make T10 your next major theme of the next festival. Transition 10.
Yeah,
Yeah, the next major theme of your next festival.
Sorry,
Stick on. Do you want to stick it on? The next is sorry, in order. There's personal consumption. There's probably about $10 million of income amongst the in this room. So your personal consumption, you can decide actually where your dollars are spent.
Great.
Just by making decisions. And the third is bangs for the buck, looking for invest in wind and solar thermal rather than rooftop PVs.
Thanks, John. Okay, another reminder. Keep it to the point. Oh, look, he's got a big pile.
In 2015, oil hits $200 a barrel, which means
Yeah,
we're importing
well done.
$66 billion. $66 billion of oil, so that's like a budget for doing lots of things. I thought there's Transition Town people.
Yep.
We need our zero carbon solar steel works by 2019, or we're going to hit peak spades when all the spades rust out. Okay? So I'm going to put that up somewhere.
Peak spades.
Right, peak spades is really serious.
Yeah.
Because you get really gritty fingernails, and then your fingernails start rotting. And we need 25 by 25 kilometres of solar thermal farm near Mildura, and that'll come online to like 2018.
just concrete, steel and glass, we can do it in Australia. And I've got dates for each part of the fast rail network. But by 2017, we're even up to Townsville, and we've got our fast train. Perth comes online at 2020.
All don't want to be reinventing the wheel. If you've been involved in a project, it's worthwhile writing up a how-to guide, sending it in to SLF. They're well positioned to forward that on to other people, and yeah.
I think we still need a general agreement that we're in an emergency. And that's not just from the general public, but the three levels of government and the scientific community. And to develop grassroots movement to self-sufficiency through the Transition Town network.
Hi, my name's Stefan, and I reckon for the getting to yes stage, I think one of the main issues is behaviour change through increased communication and education, because we have to get, change the people's mindset and get people's buy-in to make successful change.
Hey, my name's Lucas. I think some of the things to understand straight away is like understanding the actual causes of the problem. So we've talked a lot about climate change, but I think it's also linked even deeper to social implications, like the fact that the climate is so in trouble is because of all the human beings here. So understanding our own social problems, the divide between rich and poor and those kind of issues. So, and then what are real solutions as well? Like what things can we do that are actually going to make a change in the future, and things that we might think are actually helping but might not be helping. So that gets into governance models. We can never get away from governance. So there's things that are just going to be, if we're going to make T10 successful, then we have to govern that properly, and we have to govern society properly. So that's getting into democracy and stuff like that.
My name's Mark. I think we've just got to be aware that there's a massive, well-funded campaign by the carbon lobby to make it sound too hard to actually do anything about climate change. So I think we have to be aware of that and find ways to counter that campaign.
Hi, my name's Andrew. I've been told to stick to my sticky. There's great currency already in environmental solutions, but it's being blocked at state and council levels because planning rules don't permit you to do good things. We need planning scheme amendments that mean that you can do environmental solutions. I'll stick to one.
Hi, I'm Fiona Armstrong. I'm a community activist and postgraduate researcher in climate change policy. I've got a few things. 2019, we would like that the government to legislate for 100% emissions reductions. Also, feeding on from what the person said about getting business to really make a commitment, I'd like on that 2019 one was also that we're developing obligations for business. I mean, that's sort of about, I'm not quite sure how that will happen, but what I'm talking about is the like the situation that we have at the moment where the coal miners are claiming publicly that they're going to lose thousands of jobs, yet they're telling their shareholders about the growth curve that's ahead. So really creating some stringent obligations so that they are being quite transparent and telling the same story everywhere. In 2019 as well, that all energy is renewable, carbon neutral, all transport has zero emissions, all sectors basically have zero emissions by then. In 2011, that we have in 2 years' time the community demanding change from business, from political business and community leaders. So that's where we hope to get to in 2 years, such that they cannot avoid responding. And right at the beginning, all sections of the community must be involved in all sectors: energy, agriculture, health, education, tourism and arts, a couple of sectors that are not currently always considered, but everybody everywhere.